Right, welcome back to the trader development series for the New York session. This is US dollar Japanese yen. This is one of the trades we took a couple of weeks back in the group when we had the free group running just before we launched the membership group. It was a swing trade. It took a couple of days to play out, but I'll go through an example now of how a single structure retest works, how you can look for your targets, and also how long you could potentially be waiting in order for you to get your take profit out of the market, right? But in this one, like I said, single structure retest, it's going to go through a couple of days, and you're going to see that as it bounces through into the next day, all right? So let's get into it. Okay, so what we've got here then, again, we got our equal lows right there. So if you're marking your charts, you're going to put EL for your equal lows. Keep it nice and clean, guys. You don't need any stuff cluttering the charts. People can see what you're looking at, why you're marking it up, and why you're taking them targets and stop loss placements, all right? Okay, now look at this, right? So the equal lows now are continuing all the way along here. This is why we don't call it a double bottom, because as you can see here, it's just a full bounce along support. This small rally here, what this does is it gives retail traders the belief that support is holding, and this impulse here is now causing price to move away. So they feel safe in order to get a 62 or a 70% retracement, put the stop losses underneath support in order to get long, and you'll see how that works out for them now. Okay, another bounce on support. Okay, so going through the trade plan then, have we got equal highs or lows? Yes, we've got equal lows. Have we had the stop run? So the SR, that took place here. As we go through these videos, you're going to realise why it's so important to have a four-step process, right? So we're not looking to get a trade while the lows are being printed. We're waiting for the stops to get around, but in order to get a reversal, right? So that's what we're waiting for. So SR, stop run, equal lows, the EL right there. Okay, so have we had price rejection? Yes, we have. So that is your PR. And then the next part then, did we have a breaker structure or a structure inversion point? That took place right here. So that's your breaker structure. So your BOS, or you can have the structure inversion point, okay? Whichever you prefer is going to be fine either way in the group. So that took place during this burst through here. Now, going back to other videos where you see a double structure retest, you would normally have a pullback here, which then means you've got two points of structure for it to come back down and retest. But in this case, you've only got this point, the swing point here, which broke. So you're going to be looking to get an entry on the bodies of the candle as price comes back in. Okay, so you're going to be looking to mark this level here. You grab that and you just drag it out. Okay, and that's where you're going to be looking to get in. So you've had the equal lows, you had the stop run, you had the price rejection, which took place during here, and then you've had your breaker structure or your structure inversion point right there. Okay, so all you're looking for then is a retracement. Once you get your retracement, you're then looking for your targets, right? Okay, so this was really late in New York session. Right, it was coming up to 3 p.m. UK time or 2:30, 3 p.m. So it's the middle of the New York session we look for. A couple of our guys did grab this trade who were in the early group. We were looking for a 1 to 3 on this. So once you get your entry, long position, you're going to be looking to get an entry at that point. Now, with it being a single structure retest, you've got no load level here in order to secure your stop loss behind. So your stop has to go underneath the stop run itself, right? So that's where you want to be putting your stop, and then you're going to be looking to target 1 to 3. Okay, so let's have a look. 1 to 3 RR. Okay. Now, as we said, we would we've got the entry on the retest, so that took place at this point here. This was in the New York session. This is a 15-minute chart, right? So you're going to be able to see now how it rolls into another day. The reason you only have a 3 to 1 RR is because you haven't got the smaller stop loss, the bit of structure, so the load level to put your stop loss under. It means you've got to open the stop loss, which means then your targets are harder to hit for your risk to reward. So it's a fact of coming down here, getting your entry, and just taking a 1 to 3. Okay, with the double structure retest, you're going to be able to take a 1 to 5. So as we come into this point, then we've now got our SSR, so our single structure retest. Okay, that took place here. Stop loss underneath the level where the stop run happened. Okay, so this was in the next trading day now, and as it came into, so New York happens at this point here. You can see coming into New York, it starts to take off. So you've got to keep in mind, if you're trading the higher time frames, look how long you can sit in a trade for. Okay, with the 5-minute chart in New York, I typically like to get in, get out, normally within a couple of hours. But in this case, it held over 2 days. Okay, and that was target hit there. Okay, so if I just scrunch the chart up a little bit, you've got the equal lows, so the EL, you've got the stop run, so the SR, price rejection, PR, and then you've got your BOS, so your breaker structure or your structure inversion point right there. When it came back down, you had the single structure retest. Okay, that did last a couple of days before it actually started to move, and then eventually you hit your 1 to 3. Okay, so single structure retest 1 to 3, double structure retest, you've got your 1 to 5 targets. Right, as you develop through the group, you're going to start looking at higher targets in order to achieve more with your risk to reward. Right, so that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one.